You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
All right, welcome everybody to Atlanta Moore Speedway, the reconfigured Atlanta Moore Speedway. Tonight on hand, we are going to have 60 laps. Still got 2 faster pairs. Also got 24x incident count DQ limit. So I doubt that'll play a factor in tonight's race, but you never know. On the pole tonight, we got James Cooper, along with James Wagoner on starting in second. He was one to talk about last week at Talladega. Just recapping from Talladega last week. We had a 1-2-3 finish between teammates. Andrew Smith took home the win with the 88 of Jeffrey Ledford finishing right behind him in second, and Tim Richardson finishing third. We're in for a good one here tonight. Pretty much, I think it's going to be a little bit different than Talladega, but the big thing here is going to be tires. Tires, because this track eats. These drivers are actually going to be lifting here, so go ahead, Angel, if you are here now. Yeah, we apologize here. Angel is having some technical difficulties. Must be that Florida weather bothering his mic. These drivers are about to roll off here. Thank you for tuning in. If there's any viewers out there already. right, and if you guys hear a baby in the background, that is my son, future iRacing champion.
Absolutely, going to be a deep racing iRacing champion there. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Dean, thank you so much for being able to step in and help us out and getting us started there while we get some of these technical difficulties handled. But nonetheless, getting ready to start off a fantastic, exciting race here at Atlanta. We went quickly through the starting order, but we're gonna go over here quick race info. 60 laps tonight. Myself, Angel Santiago, and Dean Clavitt in the booth. 78 degrees for the ambient temp, making the track temp a little warm at 109. So going to be interesting to see how these drivers can handle that. Atlanta, it's reconfigured, like you said. We're running it like a super speedway, but you got to be careful because it can get very slick, especially in the long run here.
Yeah, tires are gonna like I was saying earlier. Tires are gonna be a big thing here. These guys won't be able to go full throttle as we're about to head here to green.
Green flags out now. James Cooper, he is your pole sitter. James Wagner, if I'm not mistaken, he was either your pole sitter last week or your second place starter, so might be back-to-back second place starts for him, so keep looking at him for qualifying. But right now, the inside lane a little bit more organized here. We'll see that typically as the race goes on, but yeah, the outside lane's typically going to be the way you want to make up the most spots. You're going to have the most space available over there to make those spots up.
Yeah, and it's going to be a catch-22 here, honestly, because, you know, with Daytona and Talladega, you got plenty of room, but here the corner's a little bit shorter than what they're used to. I mean, apparently it's the same as Daytona, but I don't think so. You know, just by looking at it, it looks a little bit shorter width-wise. But we should have a good race here, and a lot of close action, really.
Yeah, it is close, and I think that's one of the things that some people forget about Daytona is that even if it is a big super speedway, it is very narrow. But seeing these trucks right now, they seem pretty comfortable even in this high temp weather. So we'll be interested to see how they go here. I mean, we're of course only 2 laps completed here on lap 3, but that outside finally got some speed to it. James Wagner looking to try to get a lap lead, but he's going to need a little bit more push from that. I think that's the 96 of Matthew Ace behind him.
Oh, we got caution. Caution's out. Got a big wreck here in turn on the backstretch, actually.
Yeah, we're missing about half the field here. Let's see what happened.
I saw caution out, and I look over, and next thing you know, got about 5-6 cars involved in a wreck.
Okay, so as previously mentioned, we only have 24 drivers that were permitted to be in this race. Oh, we're with the wrong person here. Let's go back. There you go. And everybody has a 24 count incident limit, so they have 2 faster pairs. Oh, 34 is in the wall. Oh, he's gonna come down into everybody. You know, you get into the wall, you're trying to pull off, and then you're pulling, nothing happens, and then out of nowhere, it just shoots you into the car, to the truck next to you, and that's unfortunate. Wrong place, wrong time for everybody. Where Chad Hawkins got in the wall, and the big one ensued.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for people who hit the wall and all that. It's pretty bad.
So right now with James Wagner, he did actually collect the lead in the process there. So he is going to be your first and second place starter is going to swap positions here. First and second, first, however you want to say it. They are swapped now here for this restart. But while they get through, we want to thank, of course, our sponsor here for tonight, Lift Bodies. Here for the Lift Bodies 133. I apologize because last week on multiple occasions I kept saying lifted bodies. Again, when you're in Florida here, there's a lot of lifted trucks, so you know you just kind of assume. You say the wrong things at that point.
Come on.
But nonetheless, again, thank you to Lift Bodies. They're Lift Bodies Incorporated, a family-owned and operated business since 1982. They specialize in the manufacture and installation of single axle and tandem chassis truck beds, flatbed dumps, contractor dumps, and piggyback forklift beds for truck-mounted forklifts. They're located in North Wilkesboro, which is located in the foothills, of course, of North Carolina. between Boone, North Carolina, and Winston-Salem. Nice that they are sponsors for or being out of North Wilkesboro, because the league itself does visit North Wilkesboro, not next week, but in 2 weeks. So we'll be excited to see that 2 Wednesdays from now at North Wilkesboro.
That should be a good one. Good old short track racing.
Yep, a lot of these drivers, again, they're new to iRacing. They have little to no experience whatsoever, and there's no shame in saying that, because you gotta start somewhere. Everybody started somewhere, and again, a big shout out to the people who put this league on to really be willing to take on the challenge, because it is a challenge to work with a lot of new people as you get them acclimated and get them learning what the new process is. So nonetheless, it's they're having a blast right now. We've heard from them the last couple of weeks. Every single time we bring one of them in, we'll bring one in and the next caution break. But yeah, they're all having a blast. They're enjoying themselves out here.
Angel's just going back and rewatching that wreck again. The two truck of Tim Richardson got caught up in that one, and looks like now he's a lap down in 18th. So that's big favorite here, and already a lap down early on.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him without a doubt. I don't know if he had. I'm gonna assume he probably did use his faster pair only in his pit stop for 16.8 seconds. And anybody involved in that, you're gonna use their faster pair. Jonathan Vandenberg, I'm gonna assume that he had to tow, because he had been in his pit 3 minutes and 3 seconds. So that's definitely a tow. So he's going to require a couple of cautions, but hey, it's early in the race. It's probably the best time to have that happen, considering they have the 2 faster pairs. You're not really racing anybody. You can just kind of stay out of the way, let them wreck each other, and get your laps back little by little.
Yep, exactly. As long as you get out of the way here, as we're coming here for the green flag. James Wagner restarting here first, and here he goes. The big launch. So we'll see how that goes.
That's maybe too big of a launch. We'll have to see. Some of these guys going to have to learn that the hard way, that you just cannot get too good of a launch at a track like this, especially now they're going to get single foul. No, 23 truck can't get down. So Matthew Ace, does he have the run? Does he take it? Does he have somebody to go with him? No, he's just going to go ahead and fall in line right behind James Wagner and say, yeah, I'll keep this run with us. Well, there's no need to go try to battle for this right now. It's still only lap 7 of this race.
Oh yeah, and it's a pretty good long race here, and I think there's gonna be some people, obviously taking their time and just let everything play out, and see how tire wear gets after a while too, because like I said, tire wear is going to be an issue here come probably maybe 10-15 laps in.
I love this. A lot of these drivers for a moment decided they were going to go single file, then decided, no, let's go ahead and spread this right back out again. So they're keeping good distances, and I think that's an important thing for them to learn as they continue their journey on iRacing, is having that respect for the drivers around you, and because we know journeymen who don't have that type of respect. So just learn their respect and overall how to manage your race so that you can be there. We got trouble, yes.
Trouble in turn number 1. Oh, looks like Larry Fairman might have died, honestly.
Okay. How's the 99 truck?
That's the only way I could put it.
He's behind the 11 of Andrew Freeling, safety Bob there. We see these guys squirming around a little bit in front of him. Nothing crazy right there. Oh, the 7 hits the 1 in the front stretch, comes down. Oh my goodness, and that just destroys the 99 truck. Talk about wrong place at the wrong time.
I told you he died.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and
that was pretty bad.
We're gonna get the Dale Earnhardt view right here.
Oh no.
And he never sees it coming. Right there. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, there is nothing you can do in that situation. Just gotta hold on tight and try and lock it down best you can. But unfortunately, he blew his engine afterwards, so he had to tow.
That almost adds insult to injury to have to see the pace car come out right in front of you. It's like, man, you couldn't just wait for me to tow before you pulled out. I know what's happening now. It's going to be unfortunate. It's going to be probably about 3 minutes more or less for a tow for him as well.
And it's crazy already. Like I said, Tim Richardson, he finished 3rd. Larry Fairman, he was a pretty common name up there last week at Talladega, and here we are. These two already having issues early on. So this is it's gonna open up for who can it's gonna be anybody's race at this point.
It's a beautiful paint scheme for the number 2 of Tim Richardson there.
Yeah, that's actually very nice.
All right, let's go ahead and bring in our pole sitter, give him the opportunity to talk, and that'll be the 23 Chevrolet of James Cooper. Let me see if I can find him here. Let's see. Yeah, we do. James, this is Angel and Dean here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us, buddy?
James? Yeah, James Nevis. Hi.
We got we decided we want to get you give you an opportunity to give a shout out to anybody, thank any sponsors for the pole position today. Congratulations on that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody in the team, both leagues. We promote both leagues. I just like to thank everybody for the opportunity to be able to be out here and race with you guys.
It's always a blast. James, what's the what's been your opportunity here or your experience here? Are you one of our newer drivers to iRacing, or one of the more experienced ones in the league here?
Probably in the middle of the field there. I think there's a lot better drivers out there, but I did race years ago, a lot of 2003. Did it for quite a few years, and it kind of just followed me over here to iRacing because I haven't been here for maybe a year or so. So I'm still a rookie over here.
Well, James, I know these the trucks are getting ready to get lined up and ready to race. So you might be in the outside. We'll let you go, get lined up. Good luck, and let's see if we can. If we're not talking to you here at the end of this one.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Now he mentioned NR 2003. I think a lot of that applies really to this league because it's basically kind of the same platform they use, kind of like the same base. So
I think they worked off of the base of it, didn't they? Or
yeah, something like that. And so even though he says that he's new to iRacing, in a way it can what you learned in NR 03 can definitely apply here. I know I started out with NR 03, and there are some things obviously a little bit different, but the concept of it is right there. So it's even though he may be middle of the pack, like he says, I think he has plenty of experience. Here we are going back to green.
Yep, back to green. James Wagner, he's gonna get a pretty big jump again. Although it did work out for him, Matthew Ace gave him the shove, but decided not to take the run. We'll have to see the 39 of Timothy Poe if he decides he wants to take a run, but he doesn't have a lot of help behind him either, so that might have worked out for Wagner for the moment.
Yeah, for a moment. Here we go. Oh, man. What a freaking move by Timothy Poe going for the lead.
Talk about move of the race right there to start this one. 12 laps in. Timothy Poe is your new leader, and he took it by force right there as they would come across the start-finish line. And the Steven Shue in the number 38 truck, he's going to be in second there as James Wagner falls to third.
Yeah, looks like Matthew Barker got a little bit in the wall, but it's all good. Okay. We'll see what these guys do here. Guess they single a little bit, 2x2 for third on back.
Now, I think something that for those watching to realize is that they are going around here in 31-second laps. So you're racing a super speedway race, but you're racing it faster than you normally are. So you're clicking off the laps so much quicker. And we're now almost a quarter through the race already.
Yeah, it goes by fast. I'll tell you that. And that's what I like. That's what I like about Atlanta. I mean, even though it's kind of reconfigured weird, the laps go by fast, and it makes for a nice early race and whatnot. If it stays caution free, but obviously we haven't. As James Wagner's trying to come back with Matthew Barker here on the top.
Yeah, that inside lane's not staying organized. The 14 of Andrew Smith needs to get up there. He gets a little bit more. Oh, the 38 clips the apron. He's going to slide up a little bit. That's going to give a huge run to the outside. But no, here comes one. No, the 23, I thought he was going to go 3 wide. He backed out there, just had a big run. But
very smart decision.
Yeah, very smart decision right there.
He's got, man, he's looking. He wants to, but he's like, no, you know what? It's too early for this. Let's just ride around here. Just, as he's trying to go 3 down the high line.
Yeah, he's going to bring it down, but yeah, that high line, that's the thing. Everybody brings it right down to the inside, and no, he'll take it right back to the outside, I guess. No, the 39's going to stay low. He's going to want the lead back.
Hey, I don't blame you. If you have a chance to lead, go right for it. As Timothy Poe going 2 to lead, followed by Steven Shue. And Andrew Smith now, the last week's winner, already up there. He's looking on the high line here.
He's looking. Hey, like I said, that's how you're gonna get. That's how you're gonna get the lead. That's how these other drivers did get the lead. And Timothy Poe right now with the number 38 right behind him, hard on him there. But yeah, Andrew Smith, last week's winner, that Turtle Wax Ford F-150s, trying to stay close. Once again, another great job with the paint schemes throughout the field today.
I've been very impressed with these paint schemes, honestly. They are very nice looking trucks out here. As Johnny Hurst goes for 3rd. Man, he took that with force. Now here he goes, going for 2nd.
Yeah, you can get to that right rear. You can get some pretty good side draft off of him. The 38's going to have to try to make a move, but here comes the 78. No, they have too big of a run. Where does the 39 go? Is he going to stay low? He's going to... Oh, they got loose there on the bump.
Yep. Oh, wow. He's getting really loose. But here he comes. Johnny Hurst going for the lead here. Ooh. Tight racing. You can't really bump that too hard either with these trucks, you know, especially going in these corners. If you get on that left rear just enough, it'll spin you.
Oh, yes, it will. And then we saw you can happen to hear even on the front stretch. And now you have all that extra room on the front stretch. And it looks like they're probably using the same the double white line rule here. We've seen some of the trucks kind of put their left sides under it, which that's fine, no problem. But no making passes under there. It's going to be the main thing. 20 laps in, man. We're coming to lap 21 already. We got a good size pack of 11 trucks right here. And then back in 12th is Cole Duro. I mean, he told us how to say it last week, and I probably still screwed it up. So I'm so sorry, Cole. I do like the number this 24 truck. Very pink, purple nerds. Definitely like those.
Who doesn't?
Anyway, aside from screwing up his name, he's going to lead the second group back here. That's not organized. They're just kind of there. Of course, they're going to have to get organized if they want an opportunity. You see the 99 truck of Larry Fairman. He's trying to get his laps back the hard way here. And they get single file here with the front pack being a little racy. They could catch him, but honestly, this is also... Oh, no, they're wrecking the 7 and the 24. Massive. Oh, the 2 is in it. Wow.
Oh my man!
We pulled away and came back just in time.
You gotta watch out for the rears. I mean, yeah, he got hit and just got hooked.
We just talked about how quick that can happen, even on the front stretch.
Oh man, that's a hard hit.
So the 7 of Dennis Dameron's behind him. Oh, just that push right there, and that's all it takes. You know, it's not that the 7 was trying to stay in his right rear. Sometimes he just hooks the trucks together, and there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah, once you get hit like that off, especially off exit, the truck's gonna be all out of shape and all that. And you go try and save it, and obviously the 7 had a fender, and I'm sure he didn't mean to be there, but just one of them racing deals here.
Exactly.
Especially with New Atlanta. It happens a lot with New Atlanta.
We're going to have a bunch of drivers come down pit lane here. So while the drivers come down pit lane, we're going to go ahead and pay the bills here at the Sim Racing Media Network. And we're going to take our first commercial break, everybody. We'll be right back. All right, we are back from our brief commercial break there. Be sure, as always, if you haven't already, to like, share, subscribe, whatever you got to do to get those bell notifications turned on here from the Sim Racing Media Network on our YouTube channel. We do plenty of broadcasts throughout the week, all different types of racing. We have trucks here, of course, on Wednesday nights, but we have Cup on Fridays. We have it on Thursdays as well. We have actually later today we should have some more stuff, usually a double or triple header here on Wednesdays. A ton that we have going on throughout the week, so be sure to follow in just for your guys, but also to see some of the other fun action and see some of the other iRacers on the network. But right now, these guys trying to get themselves situated, Dean, so we can get going. Some of these guys, actually, Andrew Freeling, safety Bob here, he actually did not pit, so he's going to get himself a lap lead.
Very interesting that he didn't pit. I really thought that, unless he came in last caution and, got his tires in. We'll see how he goes on fuel strategy also, but I think he should be okay. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, we're going to double check, but if I'm not mistaken, the fuel capacity was 50%. Yes, it's 50% for today's race. So we'll know that he's going to have to come in at one point for some fuel here soon. And then tire changes, they get 3 additional sets. So with 4 total sets, they can average about 15 laps a set. So they should be plenty fine on tires.
Oh yeah, they definitely should be. But now looking back up here in the top 5, Jeffrey Ledford, he makes his way up. Remember, we finished second last week. Can't get a win today. We're about to find out here in, well, actually about 30-ish laps. But
we'll see if he gets to the lead here.
11 spun tires a little bit, it looked like.
Got a good push from the 88. The 88's going to go under him. Oh, the 11 puts a block on him. He said, no, I'm leading this race still. He's going to go to the high side. Can he get stuck in the middle? Oh, how was that not a wreck? Wow.
He's not happy about that.
He is very unhappy with him. Oh, no. Oh, they're wrecking. Safety Bob to the inside. Oh, they're wrecking now more.
No caution yet. No caution.
No, it's going to be a caution from there. Oh, wow. That's a massive wreck right there.
That is a big wreck, but still no caution. I'm surprised. There's a lot of trucks involved in it, but they're still racing on.
Well,
there's a caution.
There it is.
There it is.
That was a delayed iRacing caution there, I guess.
Man, Jerome Cooper, he's got destroyed in it. It looks like Larry got caught up in it again. James Cooper, man. A lot of big names here. Matt Baker. Well, let's go take a look.
Let's see here. Give me 1 second, everybody. We have a slight incident here at my house. We're gonna replay this quickly. Well, actually, not quickly. We're gonna still keep it slow, but
We also got to start back with the 11 and the 88 with them beating and banging. I don't think that's what caused it, but it could have contributed a little bit.
Oh
Who
no, it
knows?
without a doubt contributed to the incident. We're gonna see in just a moment because what happens here. I'll put it back to regular speed. I don't know how that wasn't a wreck there. Like there's times where netcode gets you and it shouldn't, and there's like right here, this was the netcode more than it wasn't.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna take a peek here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, don't tell me this is the no, this is not the 2. I think it was the 23.
Oh,
James
yeah.
Cooper.
Yep.
He's trying to slow up, and the 96 has nowhere to go to slow up in time. Catches his right rear. Oh, hooks him. Oh, I cannot believe. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think what happened was I think Jerome was thinking that the caution was going to come out, so he checked up for it, and he just got ran over by Matthew Baker.
Yep, I
Honestly,
apologize.
we didn't know.
I did say James, but that is correct. It was Jerome. But we're gonna jump on board with our pole sitter James to see this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he had a view. Yeah, he's thinking, okay, clear, and then nope. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's just one of them things.
Yes, without a doubt. I'm thinking probably man, who wasn't involved in this one? Your top 9, maybe top 8.
Yeah, about that.
I think I'd say top 9 because that next truck is the 70. We know he was involved, and all these other guys behind are not on the lead lap.
Yep.
Wow. That was just an interesting wreck.
It was. But that's a product of racing here is, like I've said, it's, a lot close corners. So no room for mistakes here.
No room for mistakes. Nope. And here we are now halfway through the race. Johnny Hurst is your leader. He has actually currently the SRM Hard Charger Award. He's up 12 spots from his starting position back in 13th.
Even though it's not Daytona or Atlanta, it don't matter where you qualify, you can still get your way up to the front.
Exactly. And that's what's the nice thing about that. You can still try to qualify, see what kind of speed you got, like can I get out there and put a fast lap? But then if you don't, it's like, okay, well, I'll just hang out in the back or I'll have some fun getting to the front. There's just so many options available to you that makes these as much, we'll say crap people want to give to these super speedway races and how they are. Regardless, we all love coming back to them because there's so many aspects about them that we get to have fun about.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%.
So right now, Johnny Hurst has mentioned your current leader, James Wagner. This guy just keeps finding his way to stay in the front here. He started second, restarted second a few times, restarted first a few times. Stephen Shu behind him in that number 38 truck. He's also been up here rather consistently. And of course, you can ignore last week's winner, Andrew Smith, up there in the 14th, who's been up here as well for a good deal of the race.
Absolutely. And I'll guy too, Matthew Gall, I think it is. I hope I'm saying that right. He started 6th and he's still running 5th, so he's been up there too. And you gotta look at the 7 here of Dennis Dameron. He started 18th. He's up to 9th as we go back green.
Go back green flag racing. The 58 gets a good launch, but guess what? That outside is going to have the better help from behind. No, never mind. Here comes 38. He's got a big run in the middle of the corner. Now it's going to depend on the next 2 trucks behind each of these lanes to see how this... Oh, there it is. The 7 drops down, and that'll give the advantage to the inside.
Yeah, I'm happy. Well, not happy, but I'm kind of surprised that Johnny didn't get that big lead like we've been seeing all night. I looks like he decided to go when the 38 went, so he didn't get that big lead and get ran over. So that's good on him. As the 30 here of James Wagner's looking for the lead with Andrew Smith pushing him.
Now my question here, it's lap 33. Means we're coming close to really 25 laps to go in this race, which again can tick off in just a moment. That's 13 minutes, I think. 13, maybe 14 minutes and change. So it's going to be very quick. what is your game plan here, Dean? What lap are you thinking? Let's assume we're good on tires and fuel. I don't know if we're good on fuel, but assume we're good on fuel. What's your plan here? Are you still trying to stay back, or do you want to be up front there?
Well, right now there's only, from what it looks like, there's only 9 cars in this lead pack, so it's, you can ride in ninth if you want, but honestly, I think I just try, go up there, race, and if I can get to the lead, awesome. But definitely, I don't want to be hanging around mid-pack like 5th, 6th, or 7th. I do not want to be around there for sure, because you just never know. The bumps can be aggressive, and with what we've seen already too, it's gotten some people turned, so we'll see what happens. But I think I don't want to be racing up for the lead here at this point.
Yeah, honestly, right now the lead, they're having a blast up here. They're just side by side on top of each other, hard pushes, but keeping it clean, and nobody's really getting. The trucks seem pretty stable for the moment, at least.
Yeah, and again too, it's a 2x2 right now, but with only having so little cars in this pack, that third lane, I don't know if it works. So if I were them, I'd try to get something going.
We have the trucks in the pack now. Whether they're on the lead lap or not is another question. But they're going to get up there and they're going to try to get at least a little bit racy. So especially maybe help out some teammates, try to get them to the front, or try to just get yourself your lap back the hard way if you have to.
Absolutely, and with some of these lappers too, like right now we got the 24 Cole DeRoe up there. He's only 19th, 3 laps down. So these lap trucks could play a factor too on how the pack races.
And honestly, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. This lap 37 of 60. Yeah. It's still early enough in this race that you can race with these leaders, and as long as you don't, of course, cause a wreck. What more can you really say? The guy's just trying to get his lap back and do it the hard way. He needs to do it. He needs more than one lap. Caution's not going to help him. So yeah, he's got. Oh, they're wrecking, and that's not going to help at all.
We go.
Wow, the 39. I think he hit the apron because that thing just launched to the right.
Well, I guess the commentator's curse has happened because 24 was caught up in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Go. We'll just stop talking about you from now on. Let's go in and see what happened there.
Yeah, looks like he just might have clipped the apron and just lost it.
So we're here with it. We're just going to stay on our... Oh yeah, definitely clip the apron and then just overcorrect it, and it's so easy to do at these speeds, and oh my goodness, such massive damage.
Especially if you're not used to, hitting the apron or something like that, and you just never know where the truck's gonna go. And
look at that crab walk.
Oh man, yeah, he's that truck's a little bit bent out of shape.
Let's see, Timothy Poe. Let's see if we can find him. No, I don't think he is in chat. No, it would have been nice to. What is a quick infield care center question there? Because that was a hard hit.
It was absolutely.
Now the 71 of Daniel Love in the Ford F-150. Not this first truck here in green. That's the number 99 of Larry Fairman. He's trying to get his early laps back. The paint scheme is showing the 6. However, you will see that across the top of your board, the number 71 for Daniel Love. Haven't had a chance to talk too much about him. He qualified 9th and just kind of hovered around the back. But hey, 21 laps to go. He was where he needs to be when it counts.
Yep, absolutely. As if he can, we'll see how the tires and the fuel strategy plays. I don't know if he can, make it from here. He might be able to. I'm not sure. But, yeah, he's going to be our race leader here, coming back to the green here with 1 lap to go here.
Don't see him in chat either. Would have pulled him right in to see what the plan is, but
Yeah, because it looks like Johnny Hurst, Steven Shaw, Andrew, looks like they all came in the pit, so they probably have 4 fresh tires. So we'll see how the tires handle.
And again, a lot of people are new to iRacing, and I don't think I joined Discord until like maybe 4 or 5 months after joining iRacing. So most of these guys probably don't even know this exists.
Right.
All right, getting lined up side by side. One more, or no, I won't say one more time, but next time, hopefully one more time here is the number 671, however you want to say it, for Daniel Love here. He's going to be your leader, Johnny Hurst. He just came down pit lane, so going again, Daniel, the only one who didn't pit, so Johnny will be looking to try to take the lead back. Stephen Shu, Andrew Smith, last week's winner, in 4th. Jeffrey Ledford in 5th. James Wagner in 6th. Dennis Dameron Jr. in 7th. 8th belongs to Chris Ramsey. 9th to Matthew Gall and Jerome Cooper. He will round out your top 10. And only 11 trucks on the lead lap. But hey, you know who's on the lead lap right now?
Mr. Tim Richardson.
Mr. Tim Richardson, even though he was involved in that wreck, and I'm sure he got plenty of damage from it, but he has found his way back onto the lead lap. And what did we say? Have your issues early because you have the best chance to make them up after.
And with Tim, he's been involved in basically almost every wreck tonight. So I think he's hoping at this point it's over.
I would agree as well.
All right, here we go. Coming back to Daniel Love. Gonna be taking the field to green. See how good of a start he gets. There he goes. And he's not gonna pull out that big lead, so that's good. Johnny Hurst gonna stick right with him now, and Steven Shu in 3rd.
We got these trucks lined up side by side, 2 to 3 rows deep right now. This is amazing.
Yep, I think this is now the point of the race where you really got to start making your moves. You can't ride around anymore. It's time to go.
You know what? This is the perfect time for? This is the perfect time for a turn it up session.
Woohoo!
So, for those watching, we haven't had a chance to do this the last couple of weeks, but if you are watching, you have headphones in, I recommend that you turn down the volume because this can get loud. We'll get up and close.
Turn them up.
We're turning it up here for them. That's another story. We'll be right back, everybody. Man, oh man, this banking is insane. We just turned into this one of my favorite camera angles there, where it follows the banking. We're on board with last week's winner, Andrew Smith in that number 14 truck. We'll bring down the volume just a little bit here so maybe these guys can hear us. But wow, always love a good turn it up session here on SRM as these drivers do battle here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Good hard racing. We have 13 laps to go here, Dean.
Now, very interesting move while we're in that crank it up. The 71 or /6, Daniel Love decided to pull out, and he's lost the draft. He's behind that by almost 3 seconds. So I'm kind of surprised he pulled out. I don't know if it's a, didn't want to be involved in the wreck that happens or what, but very interesting move here.
We had just jumped on board with him when he did jump out. I assumed maybe he would just be maybe trying to get to the back of the pack. Maybe that's what his goal was, and accidentally lost the draft, which is possible. It happens.
Whoa, Johnny hurt.
Oh, can they? He saved it. Wow.
What a save.
Johnny Hurst, save of the year.
Unreal. That was a great save.
Let's see if we can get that back here.
Not many drivers can save it when it's on the apron like that.
Alright, we're gonna get through the front stretch. I know we're green flag racing right now, but man, this is a save that deserves to be re-shown right now. He gets to the apron. Nope. Yes, he's gonna clip the apron.
Yep.
Once, twice, it hangs on there and does a great job to save it. Not once, but a third time again.
Great job, everyone behind him too, to check up for that and to avoid him.
Oh my goodness, the situational awareness was great, but you know what it did? It scattered this pack up quite a bit, and we've got ourselves a race on hand with 10 laps to go.
Absolutely. Dennis Dameron decided to come up and take the lead with power too. He just come up and be like, you know what, I'm going to lead this race here.
Yeah, he is driving it hard right now. Dennis Dameron was involved in that last incident, and here he is, your leader, as Andrew Smith stays right behind him. Again, a great pusher so far. Jeffrey Ledford on the outside fighting hard. He wants to win this one.
Yeah, he's got 2 team trucks right behind him, so we'll see what happens here. And he also has James Wagner and Steven Shue right behind them. So it's going to be a very interesting final couple laps here. See what everybody does.
But you know how it works. Teammates are teammates, but last lap. Oh, the 14 looks low. The 7 gets clipped sideways. Man. You know what? That was a great job overall. There's nothing you could do there. The banking took them out.
Oh boy.
Man. That was so good. Let's go back to this.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And what we're actually going to do is we're going to jump here to the 14. We're going to jump out of the chopper view. And let's see. Where is my nose view? Here you go. And you're going to see here when he gets up to the 7. We're going to go through turns 1 and 2. Nice smooth looking surface, of course, as you'd hope. So he gets up behind the 7. And you're always going to have such a big run here. The push right there. That push sent the 7 up a little bit. When he tried to come back down, the 14 was already there because he's got that good shove from behind.
Yep, and just drifted him back up into the track, and the 38 just came up, got into the 23, trying to avoid him, and just well, what with a truck like that, going at those speeds, going into the turn, and you're on the apron sideways, it's 9 out of 10. It's not going to work out.
And there was a good amount of net code there because it actually ripped the back bumper off of the 7 with the contact with the 38. So your pole sitter involved, yeah, a good deal of trucks involved there.
Yeah, man, just one of them things. But you just got what? Oh man, the 58 too got caught up in that. He was up there battling for the lead.
Yeah, he's coming back out on track, but he'll restart. Looks like probably no more than 7th, so that'd be pretty. Not too bad for him. That was your leader though, Jeffrey Ledford.
How about that? We haven't talked too much about Jeffrey. Last week he was all over the place not all over the place, but he was up there at Talladega. But this time he's been hanging around, just biding his time, waiting for stuff to happen, and well, here he is. Yeah,
here he is right now again in his hometown of North Wilkesboro. So He, the sponsors probably maybe rooting for him a little extra. Got the same hometown here for the Lift Bodies 133 at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Roughneck Racing Series. Man, what a blast we've had so far, and we still have, I'm gonna believe, maybe 5 or 6 laps. The pace lights, they went off.
Yeah,
We're gonna have 5 laps to go here when we go green.
Now get the 2 team trucks running 1-2. The 88 pushed the 14 to the win last week. Will we see the 14 push the 88 to the win this week?
Well,
Maybe,
okay,
maybe not.
I mean,
I don't know.
that could be in the plans, but Dean, we've got 10 other drivers on the lead lap who said, hey, you know what? I got to win this race too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you got drivers like James Wagner. He's been up there basically all night. Chris Ramsey, he's trying to make his way up. We haven't talked too much about him. Jerome Cooper, he's been involved in a couple big accidents, so he's good to see him up there. And Matthew Gall, too. I think he was caught up in that last one just a little bit, but he's still running good. And obviously, the guy who I think has been leading this race the majority of the time, Johnny Hurts. He's back there now, 7th. Got caught up a little bit, but we'll see how his truck handles now.
Well, we also have to wonder again. While these drivers all did have 2 faster pairs, they had a maximum incident limit of 24 incident points. What contact with another truck or hard enough is 4x. That's 6 times. Some of these drivers, I'd imagine, might have been involved in that. Just again, not of their own doing, but interesting to see who has any incident points left before the end of this one.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Going back to green. What's Jeffrey gonna do here? Well, obviously he's gonna restart the race, but how's he gonna do it? He's gonna take right off.
He's got a big jump. Andrew Smith can slide in behind him, and he's gonna do just that.
Yep, I think that might be the game plan right here. It's just, we got trouble in the back. 13.
Oh my goodness!
Johnny
Hurst is flipping like crazy. What just happened there? We're gonna have. He went for a ride, and you know what? It's still driving.
Yep. Oh,
That's...
man, that was like 2 separate wrecks, really.
Okay.
It definitely all starts with Chris Ramsey.
Yeah, let's see. What all happened? This is in 1 and 2, so... No, wrong one. This is in 1 and 2. The 38 gets a good run. He's going to take them 3 wide here. Oh, the 13 tried fitting his way in, and there wasn't room, and it just ensued a massive wreck.
Yeah, Johnny Hurst took the brunt of that. Oh, my goodness.
Well,
he went to avoid it, and obviously the truck had him, and man.
If you are easily queasy, let's go ahead and look away because we're going to jump on board here. Ooh, he's even got his helmet painted with his number and name. I like that. All right. Oh, goodness. Nothing you can do.
Just one of those. There's a racing incident. Trying to avoid the truck.
It landed on all 4 in the right direction. He just gets
10 out of 10 on 10 out of 10 on the landing, but 0 out of 10 on the damage.
Unfortunately, the truck might not be drivable, or he might have to have a tow there.
Yeah, I think he did get a tow, so that's unfortunate. That's gonna ruin his race hopes.
Yes, unfortunately, because we will have 2 laps to go here. To complete this race. I'll be interested to see. I don't know if this is going to count as one of their 2 green-white checkers, if it'll be natural or not.
I think it might. It might be. Let's see, we're on lap 46. Oh, no, wait. Oh, wait, never mind. We're not on lap 46. We're on lap 57. I was looking at a lap truck. I think it might be a green-white checkered here. Overtime. I don't think it'll be a natural. So who is leading this race? Jeffrey Lafford is still leading this race. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, he's not.
Yes. No, he should be.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. 96 might be the waiver out.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah, he is I think he's a lap truck actually just trying to get a lucky dog, I believe. I am not too sure.
Who knows? He could have
Yeah.
gotten the lucky dog if everybody involved in that. All the other lap cars could have lost their chance. He's
This
19th,
is
but
true.
you never know.
Okay, so the 88, Jeffrey Ledford, he got out that big lead, but Andrew Smith was able to come back down and push him. I think that's what they're gonna do here on this next restart also.
Lights are off on the Iracing.com generic pace car. Matthew Ace is able to go ahead and get the wave round, so get one of his laps back. Nice helmet here
Angel,
for 88.
Angel, look who's up in 6.
Let's see, who are we up in? Oh my goodness, it is Tim Richardson.
He has come from a lap down early on in this race to now being 6 and for a chance to win this race now. How about that? And Daniel Ruff too is still up there, and remember he was about 3rd in line.
Safety
he
Bob
was in the race here.
Look at him, he's got a clean truck as well. So we have 10
and
trucks.
Also Andrew.
Oh, sorry,
Yep,
go
10
ahead.
trucks on the lead lap. No, I was just about to say 10 trucks on the lead lap here.
We'll have right here 2 laps to go when we go green flag racing, when that pace car finally pulls down to pit lane. Of course, if we do have green white checkers on, even if this is considered 1, we have 2 attempts at it. So should a caution come out before they cross that start finish line, they will rack them up and do it at least one more time. However, after they pass that start finish line, if a next flag ends it, you want to be the leader at that point.
Absolutely. All right, green white checkered, attempt number 1 of 2. And Jeffrey Ledford gonna lead him down. He's got a good jump. Andrew Smith's gonna come right back down.
Oh, does he have the room? James Wagner almost had a pretty good run to stay on him, but let's see here who's gonna be able to develop a run a little further back with 2 laps to go.
I'd be looking at Jerome Cooper. I think he either might make a move himself or he might help James Wagner. As Andrew Smith, will he try to go back to back here?
He's just he was pushing him hard, and he's going to the outside. He's killing any run that they can develop behind him.
Coming to the white flag.
Here comes James Wagner. Does he have the help from the 70 behind?
Looks like 70 staying low right now.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough.
Here
they come.
Here. All right, they got to run.
Oh, they're not staying close enough together. He's going to have to get down there and do some side drafting if he wants a chance. But he's still close enough to that. This is going to be close.
Off turn 4. Jeffrey Ledford going to win at Atlanta.
Yep, he'll hold on for the win. Andrew Smith, his teammate, will finish 2nd. James Wagner going to finish in 3rd. Jerome Cooper in 4th.
Oh, and they wrecked big.
Wrecked big, but guess who comes home with a top 5 finish anyways? Tim Richardson.
How about that?
That's a great recovery after being lapped down, or maybe even 2 laps down earlier in this race. He had a tow earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he did, yeah.
We talked about it. You never know. Man, we just love getting a good recovery like that. We're going to go ahead and allow our leader, Jeffrey Ledford, to burn it down here. At the same time, we're going to go find him. Jeffrey, this is Angel and Dean here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Doing pretty good, man. What a great effort there at the end to be able to capitalize and take home the victory. For one, congratulations, and 2, what was the worry you might have had there from the 30 and that 70 truck trying to make that move?
After last week, we all agreed we was going to just try to ride it out and get that top 3. But this week, I was bound and determined I was getting the win. I wasn't going to let Andrew get that 3 in a row. We didn't agree on anything this time, so I figured they might try to step out there together and go. I knew Andrew wanted 3 in a row. If I was him, I would have wanted it too. But Andrew stuck with me. James stuck out there at the end and tried to make a run at it. That may have even worked out better to our advantage as a group, because that's going to keep any kind of outside line from getting around him. I would rather him have a run at the win than me or somebody outside our team. But either way, we brought it home another roughneck 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that was honestly a good finish and just a fun race overall to watch. I mean, so much action happened, throughout the entire field. Jeffrey, what was kind of just the atmosphere like going throughout? Because it looked like it was a blast to watch.
I'm gonna have to check my heart rate here in a little bit. It was some tight racing up front. Everybody was trying to jockey for position early. It's Talladega, but tighter. I mean, you don't have as much room to spread out. There's no 3 wide. There's a couple times I started to push the issue to get up to the front because I didn't want to hang out back in the back much. I got that first pit stop I had. I got lucky, got a good pit stop, got out front, and me and the 11 had some issue, and I'll talk to him after the race, and it is what it is. But I fell back a few positions, so I had to fight back up again. And I just want to thank my team, Roughneck Racing. We worked together great and got back out front. And I want to thank Lift Bodies, for sponsoring our races here this week. It's been a lot of fun.
It was a blast to watch. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. We'll let you go enjoy this one, and hey, we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Take care.
Go burn it down. We'll go watch on board from your teammate Andrew there. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We'll pull Jeffrey back over with his teammates. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring in last week's winner here, Andrew Smith. Dean, take this one away.
Andrew, you were second this time.
Yeah.
Were you gonna go for a move here, or were you just gonna pay back Jeffrey after last week? After he pushed you.
I wanted to make the move, but by the time I wanted to make the move, our other teammate, James Wagner, there behind me, decided to take the outside, so he kind of blocked me from doing it. I definitely thought about it, but Jeffrey did help me last week, so I might as well give it to him.
Absolutely. You were actually up here at the top of the field here, majority of the night. How did the truck handle? Was it was it hard to handle? I should say. Granted, since last week Talladega was a little bit easier. The truck drifted all up in the corners, or how's the bumping too? It looked like bumping was a little bit tricky. So how was it overall?
It honestly felt pretty good. I did make a few minor changes to the offset and everything, and I probably should have left it just the way it was with the regular fixed setup. But other than that, it felt good. It was tight. I was able to stay behind somebody while being pushed at the same time. So I think it ran pretty smooth.
Oh, hey, that's always good. Anybody you want to shout out here?
Obviously, got to shout out Turtle Wax for sponsoring me personally, and we got to give a big shout out to Lift Bodies for sponsoring these past 3 broadcasts for us. They've been a big help, and a shout out to the Daniel Dye Racing team for allowing me to run their logo for their charity race to stop suicide, and a big shout out to you guys and everybody watching. The broadcasts are phenomenal to watch. I can't stop watching them. I've watched the Dega race about 10 times already, and I'm probably going to watch this one 100 more. So just appreciate everybody.
All right, you ain't watched Talladega because you won it, right? It's not for the podcaster.
Same for Bristol too. I watched that one over 100 times over. So.
Hey, but you know what? It's the league still has to make the show. All we got to do is get to talk about it. So we appreciate that, Andy. And hey, we had to talk with Lift Bodies, get them back on board at least for North Wilkesboro, get them sponsor their home race.
Absolutely.
All right, congratulations there, Andy, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys.
Man, always a blast to be able to get to talk to him. We're gonna get a chance now to bring in James Wagner. Let's see, is he here?
I don't see him.
No. Okay, so James Wagner's not here and with us, so no worries at all. Congratulations still to you on your top 3 finish. We're going to go ahead and bring up our today's results. Anyways, as we admit, just of course finishing talking with both Jeffrey Ledford, Andrew Smith, teammates for Roughneck Racing. James Wagner actually also teammate where Jeffrey mentioned there, so 1, 2, 3 finish for them. Jeremy Cooper actually going to spoil the party there in the top 5. He is not a Roughneck Racing teammate, and he'll finish 4th. Tim Richardson comes back from having to tow early in the race for a top 5 finish. I'm definitely sure he was not prepared for that. Matthew Gall in 6th, Daniel Love in 7th. 8th belongs to Stephen Shue, 9th to James Cooper, and Andrew Safety Bob Freeling. He's going to round out the top 10.
Chad Hawkins here in 11th, lap down. Chris Ramsey, he was up there up until maybe that last restart. Finished on 12th. Trevor Bergman 13th. Timothy Poe 14th. Johnny Hurst, he was up there too. At this point, P15. Cole DeRoe was 16th. Dennis Dameron, he was actually up there too, and he's finished 17th. It's crazy how much things can happen in a blink of an eye, really. Here you are in the lead lap, and next thing you find yourself, laps down with bad finishes. Larry Fairman, he was up there last week. This week, P18. Matthew Baker, P19, and Jonathan Vandenberg with rounding out the field.
Hey, this was honestly some fantastic racing here at Atlanta. These gentlemen all proved to be quite formidable foes against each other, and man, that was just exciting, Dean. So thank you very much for coming in. Next week, the league, actually, we're going to continue quite the exciting series. We head to Charlotte Motor Speedway next week. 60 laps at Charlotte. We won't be going quite as fast as we were here at Atlanta, so you'll have a little bit of extra time to be able to listen in and see all the drivers. Dean, I want to thank you, like I said, one last time for jumping in with us last second here. We had a fantastic night. Thanks all the fans, everybody out there watching us. Turtle Wax, Lift Bodies for sponsoring the league. And, of course, we'll take a moment to thank them for trying to continue to raise awareness to race and stop suicide. Dean, sign us off. We'll have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. And, we'll see everybody at Charlotte.